The darkness of space stretched endlessly, a canvas of infinite black punctuated by distant starlight. The HMS Resilience glided silently, its sleek hull reflecting the soft blue glow of distant nebulae. Captain J. Park stood at the bridge, his hands clasped behind his back, eyes fixed on the holographic display that mapped their exploration route through the uncharted sectors of the Orion Arm. Hana Kim, the first officer, monitored the ship's systems with practiced precision. Her fingers moved effortlessly across the touchscreen, scanning for any anomalies in their surroundings. The ship hummed with a quiet energy, a testament to human engineering and technological prowess. Without warning, a massive shadow emerged from the starfield. The alien vessel was unlike anything the human crew had ever encountered. Its design defied traditional understanding, a complex network of crystalline structures and pulsing energy conduits that seemed to breathe with an alien intelligence. "Captain," Wu Li called from the tactical station. "Unidentified vessel, approaching. They're not responding to standard communication protocols." J. Park remained calm. Years of space exploration had taught him that first encounters were delicate moments that could transform in an instant. His crew was trained, prepared, and more importantly, united. The alien ship began to pulse with an ominous light. Energy signatures started building up, indicating a potential weapon charge. Hana's voice cut through the tension. "Shields at maximum. Defensive systems are online." What happened next would become a moment etched in human space exploration history. The alien vessel unleashed its first attack, a concentrated energy beam that would have obliterated any conventional spacecraft. But the Resilience was no ordinary ship. Its experimental quantum shield absorbed the massive energy, converting it into a defensive pulse that momentarily disoriented the attacking vessel. "Incredible," Sung Choi, the chief engineer, muttered. His latest shield modifications were working perfectly, turning what should have been certain destruction into a tactical advantage. The alien communication channels erupted with sounds that resembled a mixture of mechanical screeching and complex, mathematical frequencies. It was a language of aggression, of absolute certainty in their technological superiority. They were wrong. Captain J. Park's response was swift and calculated. Target their primary energy junctions. Precision strikes only. The Resilience moved, with a grace that contradicted its massive size. Each movement was deliberate, each weapon discharged a surgical strike of mathematical precision. The alien vessel, which moments ago seemed invincible, began to show signs of critical damage. Wu Li's tactical expertise shone through. He identified and exploited microscopic vulnerabilities in the alien ship's defensive systems. Targeted, electromagnetic pulses disrupted their communication networks, creating chaos within their ranks. 3 critical systems disabled, Wu reported, a hint of professional satisfaction in his voice. The alien vessel started to drift, its once perfect formation now a tumbling wreck of broken technology. They had underestimated humanity. A mistake many alien civilizations would come to regret. Hana monitored the incoming data streams. No life signs detected. Complete system failure. Captain Park watched the disabled vessel, his expression unreadable. This was more than a battle. This was a statement. Humanity would not be an easy conquest. They would fight. They would adapt. They would survive. As the Resilience continued its journey, the destroyed alien vessel became a silent testament to human resilience. No fanfare, no celebration, just the quiet confidence of a species that had just demonstrated its unexpected strength. In the vast, cold emptiness of space, a message had been sent. Do not underestimate humanity. The ship's systems returned to normal operational status. Captain J. Park looked at his crew, a team that represented the best of human potential. They had faced the unknown and emerged victorious. "Continue course," he said simply. There were more mysteries to explore, more challenges to overcome. The aftermath of the first encounter lingered like a silent promise of future conflicts. The HMS Resilience drifted through the star-speckled darkness, its systems still processing the recent battle. Captain J. Park knew they had attracted attention, the kind that would not simply fade away. Communication interceptors began picking up fragmented transmissions from the alien collective. Their language was a complex web of mathematical frequencies and energy patterns, but human technology was adaptable. Hana Kim worked tirelessly, breaking down the alien communication codes, piece by piece. "They're discussing us," she reported, her voice steady. "But not as a potential ally. We're being classified as a threat." Wu Li's tactical analysis confirmed their suspicions. The alien collective was preparing a more comprehensive response. This wouldn't be a simple skirmish. This was going to be a calculated assault. Days passed. The Resilience continued its journey, always alert, always prepared. Sung Choi spent countless hours in the engineering bay, modifying systems, creating defensive protocols that pushed the boundaries of human technological understanding. The first wave of their response came unexpectedly. A swarm of smaller drone vessels, each no larger than a human shuttle, approached from multiple vectors. Their movement was synchronized, almost like a living organism spreading across the starfield. "Incoming attack pattern," Wu Li announced. 37 individual units approaching from quadrants 7 through 12. Captain Park's response was immediate. "Defensive formation. Prepare targeted electromagnetic pulses." The drones moved, with an alien precision, their energy signatures creating complex geometric patterns that would have confused most conventional defense systems. But the Resilience was anything but conventional. Hana's fingers danced across the communication interfaces. She was doing more than defending, she was learning. Each drone's movement, each energy pulse, was being analyzed, cataloged, understood. The first wave of attacks began. Energy beams cut through the darkness, each one capable of destroying a standard spacecraft. But the Resilience's quantum shields transformed these attacks into something else entirely. Where other ships would have been destroyed, this human vessel absorbed, redirected, and neutralized the incoming energy. Sung Choi's modifications were working perfectly. What should have been a devastating attack became a source of new technological data. Each drone's attack revealed more about their potential weaknesses. "Targeting systems are online," Wu Li reported. The human crew wasn't just defending, they were preparing to counterattack. The space around the Resilience transformed into a complex dance of energy and technological warfare. Drone after drone found itself disabled, its systems confused by human adaptability. They had expected an easy target. Instead, they found a species that refused to be conquered. Captain Park watched the battle with a calm intensity. This wasn't just about survival. This was about showing the universe that humanity was not a species to be underestimated. One by one, the drones fell, not through brute force, but through intelligent, calculated responses. Human technology was proving to be something entirely unexpected, a living, learning system that could adapt faster than any predetermined attack pattern. As the last drone tumbled into the endless void, a strange silence fell over the bridge. They had done more than survive. They had sent a message. Hana's communication systems picked up the final transmissions from the destroyed drones, fragments of alien language that seemed to communicate something beyond simple military communication. Confusion, respect, fear. "They're regrouping," she said, breaking the silence. "But they're also reconsidering." Captain J. Park allowed himself a small smile. Humanity had just demonstrated that they were more than just another species to be conquered. They were adaptable, they were resilient, and they were just getting started. The Resilience continued its journey, its systems humming with newfound knowledge, its crew ready for whatever the universe might throw at them next. In the vast, cold darkness of space, a new chapter of human exploration was being written, one battle at a time. The engineering bay of the HMS Resilience buzzed with an electric intensity. Fragments of alien technology lay scattered across workstations, each piece a puzzle waiting to be solved. Sung Choi moved between holographic displays, his eyes burning with scientific curiosity. "These energy signatures," he muttered to himself. They're not just weapons, they're information carriers. Captain J. Park watched from the doorway, understanding the potential of what was happening. Technological adaptation wasn't just about copying, it was about understanding, transforming, improving. Wu Li brought in the latest recovered drone fragment. It was no larger than a human hand, but its complexity suggested technologies far beyond current human understanding. Most scientific teams would have spent months, even years, analyzing such a piece. The Resilience's crew worked differently. Hana, Kim's fingers danced across advanced translation matrices. She wasn't just decoding communication frequencies. She was breaking down the fundamental language of alien technology. Each pulse, each energy signature, became a word in a complex technological dictionary. Days blended into weeks. The ship's systems began changing. What was once purely human engineering started incorporating alien design principles. Shield generators that once required massive power now operated with microscopic energy consumption. Weapon systems transformed, from simple point-and-shoot mechanisms into adaptive, intelligent platforms. We're not just copying, Sung explained during a team briefing. We're reimagining. Their technology is a language and we're learning to speak it fluently. The alien collective had no idea what was happening. They believed they were preparing for another confrontation, another chance to eliminate the human threat. Instead, they were unknowingly teaching humanity their most advanced technological secrets. Prototype systems began emerging. A communication array that could predict communication patterns before they were transmitted. Defensive shields that could analyze and neutralize incoming energy weapons in microseconds. Propulsion systems that bent the very understanding of spatial movement. Captain Park understood the larger strategy. This wasn't just about survival. This was about evolution. During one critical test, an experimental weapon system came online. It used principles extracted from the alien drone fragments but redesigned through human creativity. The result was something entirely new, a weapon that wasn't just destructive, but intelligent. Wu Li's tactical simulations showed remarkable results. Their newly adapted technologies could potentially neutralize entire fleet formations with minimal energy expenditure. The alien collective's technological superiority was being systematically dismantled, not through brute force but through intelligent adaptation. They gave us the tools to defeat them, Hana remarked during one late-night analysis session. And they don't even realize it. The ship itself was changing. Its hull now incorporated adaptive materials that could self-repair. Its computer systems developed predictive algorithms that seemed almost sentient. Every recovered alien technology fragment became another piece of a complex technological puzzle. Captain J. Park knew they were on the edge of something extraordinary. Humanity wasn't just defending itself, it was demonstrating a capacity for rapid innovation that defied conventional understanding. As weeks passed, the Resilience transformed. It was no longer just a human warship. It had become something else entirely, a living testament to human potential. Each system, each component told a story of adaptation, of turning potential defeat into unexpected victory. The alien collective continued to track their movements, believing they were preparing for another confrontation. They had no idea that every moment of tracking, every attempted communication was providing the humans with more technological insights. Sung Choi looked up from his workstation, a rare smile crossing his face. We're not just learning their technology, he said to Captain Park. We're reimagining what technology can be. The Resilience continued its journey through the star-filled darkness. A ship that was part human, part alien, but entirely something new. A promise of humanity's potential, waiting to be unleashed. In the vast, cold emptiness of space, a technological revolution was quietly unfolding. And no one knew it was happening. The star field erupted with a massive alien fleet. Hundreds of vessels stretched across the dark canvas of space, their combined energy signatures creating a web of destructive potential. The HMS Resilience stood alone, a single point of defiance against an overwhelming force. Captain J. Park watched the incoming armada with calm precision. Behind him, His crew prepared for what might be their final battle. Wu Li's tactical systems hummed with newfound capabilities, each modified component a testament to human innovation. "They think they're going to destroy us," Hana Kim said, her voice steady. "They have no idea what's coming." The alien fleet moved with mathematical precision. Their formation suggested centuries of strategic planning, a collective intelligence that had conquered countless civilizations. They believed the human ship was nothing more than a minor obstacle. Sung Choi's engineering modifications transformed the Resilience's systems. What appeared to be a standard human warship was now something entirely different. Adaptive shields that could predict and neutralize incoming attacks. Weapon systems that learned and improved with each passing second. The first wave of attacks came. Thousands of energy beams converged on the Resilience, each capable of destroying entire planetary defenses. To any other ship, it would have been certain destruction. The Resilience simply absorbed the energy. Wu Li's tactical display showed something unprecedented. Each alien weapon attack was not just being blocked, it was being analyzed, understood, and transformed into defensive energy. The ship was literally consuming the attack, growing stronger with each moment. "Redirecting energy," Hana reported. Her fingers moved across communication interfaces that now looked more alien than human. They're broadcasting confusion. The alien fleet's formation began to break. Their perfect mathematical strategy was falling apart. For the first time in their collective history, they faced an enemy that didn't just resist, but actively adapted and grew stronger. Captain Park gave a simple command: counterattack. The Resilience moved, not with aggression but with a precise, calculated movement that seemed to defy the laws of known physics. Weapon systems that were once considered theoretical now functioned with perfect efficiency. One by one, alien vessels began to fall, not through destruction but through complete system failure. Their advanced technologies were being turned against them, their own communication networks becoming instruments of their defeat. Sung Choi watched the battle from the engineering bay. What was happening wasn't just a military engagement. It was a demonstration of human potential. Every alien technology fragment they had recovered was now a weapon of unprecedented sophistication. "They underestimated adaptation," he muttered. The battle transformed. What should have been a massive alien victory became a clinical demonstration of technological superiority. The Resilience moved through the fleet like a living weapon, each movement calculated, each system working in perfect harmony. Hana's communication systems picked up their transmissions. Confusion, fear, desperation. The alien collective was experiencing something they had never encountered, a species that could learn and adapt faster than their most advanced predictive algorithms. Hours passed. Where hundreds of alien vessels had once existed, now only debris remained. The Resilience sustained minimal damage, its systems having learned and improved with each passing moment. Captain J. Park watched the final moments of the confrontation. This wasn't just a battle. This was a message to the universe. Humanity would not be conquered. As the last alien vessel tumbled into the endless void, a strange silence fell. The Resilience continued its journey, its systems humming with newfound knowledge, its crew ready for whatever challenges might come next. In the vast darkness of space, a new chapter of human exploration had been written, not through brute force but through intelligence, adaptation, and an unbreakable spirit. The universe had just learned a valuable lesson about humanity. The silence after battle felt heavy, pregnant with unspoken implications. Captain J. Park stood on the bridge, watching the scattered remnants of the alien fleet drift like forgotten memories across the starfield. Hana Kim's communication systems crackled with incoming transmissions. Not weapons, not threats. Something different. Something unexpected. "They're requesting communication," she reported, her voice carrying a mixture of surprise and caution. The alien collective's communication was no longer aggressive. It carried tones of confusion, respect, and something that almost resembled fear. They had encountered something beyond their comprehension, a species that didn't just survive, but transformed. Wu Li monitored tactical systems, his fingers hovering near defensive protocols. Years of space exploration had taught them that first contact could shift in milliseconds. Trust was a luxury they couldn't afford. Sung Choi entered the bridge, holding fragments of recovered alien technology. Each piece told a story of technological potential of systems that could be reimagined, rebuilt, understood. The holographic display flickered. A complex series of mathematical patterns emerged, the alien collective's version of diplomatic communication. Where once they sought destruction, now they seemed to seek understanding. They want to discuss terms, Hana translated. Not surrender. Not negotiation. Something else. Captain Park understood immediately. This wasn't about winning or losing. This was about recognition. Humanity had proven itself not as a potential conquest, but as a legitimate technological civilization. The communication continued. Complex mathematical sequences that spoke of respect, of acknowledging a technological leap they hadn't anticipated. The human crew watched, processing each transmission with calculated precision. Wu Li's tactical analysis revealed layers of meaning. The alien collective was recalibrating their entire understanding of potential galactic civilizations. Humanity was no longer an unknown variable. They were a force to be recognized. "They're asking about our technological development," Hana said, her voice carrying a hint of professional excitement. Not as enemies, as potential equals. The Resilience's systems continued humming, each modified component a testament to human innovation. What began as a defensive adaptation had transformed into something more. A demonstration of potential, of evolutionary capability. Sung Choi displayed recovered technology fragments. Each piece told a story of transformation, of taking alien systems and reimagining them through human creativity. It wasn't just copying, it was fundamental redesign. Captain Park's response was measured, simple, direct. "We came in peace," the transmission began. "You chose conflict. We adapted. We survived." The alien collective's response was unexpected. Mathematical sequences that translated into something resembling respect. They had encountered civilizations before, but never one that could learn and transform so rapidly. Hours passed. Communication continued. What began as a potential extinction event was transforming into a complex dialogue of technological potential. The Resilience remained vigilant, its systems ready for any potential shift. Wu Li's tactical systems showed something remarkable. The alien collective was sharing technological information, not as a weakness, but as a form of diplomatic exchange. They had recognized humanity's capacity for rapid adaptation. "They want to understand how we modified their technologies," Hana reported. "Not as a threat, as a genuine scientific inquiry." The bridge crew exchanged glances. Years of training, of preparation, had led to this moment. Not a victory through destruction, but through demonstrating fundamental human potential. Captain J. Park watched the starfield. Fragments of alien vessels drifted silently, a reminder of the battle. But the communication channels told a different story, a story of unexpected understanding. Humanity had done more than survive. They had transformed the very concept of first contact. As the Resilience continued its journey, the universe watched. A new chapter of galactic exploration had begun, not with weapons but with intelligence, not with destruction but with the fundamental human capacity to adapt, to learn, to grow. The stars seemed to shine a little brighter.